All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom unto the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom unto you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Soldier means solitary. You're going to be by yourself in this truth. You ain't going to have somebody to counsel you all the time. You ain't going to have somebody to call all the time. You have to go through this walk by yourself. That's why you got to search out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So this video is going to be about striving for that crown, which we all look forward to. And when you're striving, you're fighting. This is a fight, man. And this is a fight to the finish. This is a fight to death. Some of us is going to have to be martyrs, man. Always have that in your mind. And if you have to die for this truth, so be it. That's why if you understood what death is, which is no such thing, because your spirit go back to the Father, you wouldn't be scared of death. Death is better than living. That's in Ecclesiastes 7. It's all over the scriptures, to be honest. But no man that warred entangled himself with the affairs of this life. So when you war with the affairs of this life, that would actually keep you from, if you did have to die for this truth. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. See, when you have ties to this place and you actually like this place, that will prevent you from doing what you're supposed to do. So when you're striving for the crown, you're striving by any means necessary. If I have to lose my life, so what? If I got to get beheaded, cut my fucking head off. That's the way that you're supposed to be. Because when you have fear of death, that means you don't believe in the word. And you don't believe in the promises that the Lord said that he was going to give you for basically standing stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. That he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. We are a spiritual army. Our fight is spiritual right now. That's the hardest. Everything is spiritual before it's physical. Even when you come across a woman, it's spiritual before it's physical. So right now, you have to deal with this flesh. You have to deal with thoughts. You have to deal with demons messing with you. But the Lord called you to be a soldier. You have to endure the straight gate. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that next. And if any man also strive for the masteries, which is the kingdom, all right, yet he is not crowned except he strive lawfully. See, the Lord gave us terms and conditions. He gave us instructions of how to strive. You got a lot of people who are, undercutting what the Lord have said. You got people who just go out in the highways and byways when they want to. You got people who don't even wear garments. You got people who preach what they want to preach. And that's why the Lord said, many of them that said, Lord, Lord, should not enter to the kingdom of heaven. But Lord, I taught in your streets, You're going to say, I knew you not. I know you not, man. It said, know you not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that you may obtain. You got to run that you may obtain, man. You have to get in the game to be able to obtain. You got a lot of people who still on the sideline with the abilities to teach. And you also got a lot of people that's on the sideline who watch every video, but still live their life the way that they want to. And that's why the Lord said, be a doer of the word and not a hearer only. And it said, every man that's striving for the mastery is temperate in all things. So you got to be very disciplined in this truth, because since you do go through a lot in this truth, because the spiritual battle, our fight is not against flesh and blood, demons messing with you. you have to be able to rule your spirit. You got to be able to rule your spirit, man. So you got to be temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible. Because you have even athletes who are, disciplined in what they do. Boxers, basketball, football, whatever the case may be. You have to be disciplined to be great. And then, how disciplined you are, you win a prize at the end, a championship. They bust their ass all off season, training, lifting, conditioning, working on skills. That's being temperate. But see, their trophy that they have, they got MVPs and championships and, awards from their sport, whatever sport they in. They're going to perish with that. That's a corruptible crown. Our crown that we're headed into endure forever, everlasting life. So it says, that's what. It says, strive to enter in at the straight gate, for many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able. So understanding I'm trying to find an adjective, man. I really want to find an adjective of what I'm trying to articulate. Well, I guess I just use a simple one because it's actually a very good one. Appreciation. So when we hear our apostles talk about the old one west where the truth came out of, a lot of people fell out the truth. Apostle Tahar said since he'd been in the truth, thousands have fell out the truth, man. If those thousands didn't fall out the truth, the people that are in the truth today wouldn't be able to come in. So think about that. Think about the mercy, the grace that the Lord have had upon you to be able to even receive this truth and understand it, to trust you to go through the tribulations of what it comes with this truth. But he knows that you're going to endure. Now, the scriptures talks about enduring to the end, because I'll talk about the elect. He knows that the elect is going to endure, but we don't know who the elect is. That's why you got to stay humble and prayed up. But it says, strive to enter in at the straight gate. For many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able. You got people, matter of fact, you got a lot of people who hear this word and want to get it, but they just can't. It said, a scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth. So you have people, one of the main reasons why people scorn because they can't get it. They can't understand it. So when you don't understand something, most of the time you become a scorner or you get disenchanted. So it says, lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth where moth and rust do corrupt and where thieves break through and steal. In this kingdom, you try to have money in your house. Like you be watching, so I be into like documentaries and interviews, what's going on in celebrity culture. And over the years, you always see about how a celebrity house got robbed. And you already know who did it. It was his entourage. People that you trust. Jewelry be stolen, millions of dollars of jewelry or hundreds of thousands of dollars of jewelry, money, But this is the kingdom where, your stuff could get stolen. Also, this is a kingdom where the dollar that you so trust in is losing value every day. That's why stuff is so expensive. And then they about to do away with paper. They about to go digital. But lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, and where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. That's the kingdom of heaven. You think we're going to have to worry about somebody stealing our stuff in the kingdom of heaven? Go ahead and try and see what happens. And it says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. That's why the Lord talks about what manner of man you ought to be in all holy and wait. What manner of man you ought to be in all holy. Dang, I gotta get it. Shit. The Lord said, "No, you ain't about to quote that one. You gonna read it." Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, and that's another thing too. Understanding that everything that you love and put your trust in is about to pass away with fire, man. This whole system that you trust in is about to go up in smoke, literally. What manner of persons you ought to be in all holy conversation and godliness. So the way that you talk and the way that you act. If you know these things gonna come to pass, you shouldn't be acting like an NIGGA, man. So now, like I said, this is just a quick exhortation and Lord willing edification, because we striving for that crown every day. Now let's get into the ceremony, which I hope to be a part of. Take your number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord, which shows you that the law is always in play. Matter of fact, Romans 7:1 said that the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth. And what people don't get, the reason that people are getting judged is because you're wicked. If the law was done away with, do you understand that nobody will be put to death? Because what are you guilty of? So it says, the number of your children whom you longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord that your people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed. The first fruit spirits, man, chosen before the foundation of the world. Man, I hope to be a part of that. I, Edra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praise the Lord with songs. So obviously, 144,000 in the great multitude. And it says, and in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly. So imagine Yahweh himself putting a crown on your head, saying, I am proud of you. We in the kingdom. The Lord, remember, my favorite scripture, Revelation 21:4. The Lord is going to wipe away all our tears, man. Affliction and sorrow is going to pass away. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, us being changed, all right, getting our new bodies, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now they are crowned and receive palms, victory. You see, but confessing the name, which means that the name is very important. The name is tied to salvation, Acts 4:12. Then I said, I unto the angel, what young person is that crown of them, and giving them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, Is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. So when you striving for that crown, everything else is secondary. Your family secondary, your job secondary. All right. The things that you want to do is secondary. But also, the Lord talks about being over righteous. Why destroy yourself? That's Ecclesiastes 7:16. So you have to have balance. But within the balance, the Lord is always number one. Remember, we enter into his kingdom, not the other way around. We need him, not the other way around. He's going to deliver us, not the other way around. All right. So all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and Shalom.